Good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In last class, we have regarding the derivation part of the long transmission line, and we have derived the equation that what is the sending end voltage, what is the sending end current. Okay, those expressions we have derived, and based on that, there are some numerical problems. We'll solve one numerical problem based on the long transmission line. Now, the problem statement it is given. A three-phase transmission line 200 km long has the following constants. Resistance per phase per kilometer 0.16 ohm. Reactance per phase per kilometer is 0.25 ohm. Shunt admittance per phase per kilometer is 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 6 Siemens. Calculate by rigorous method the sending end voltage and current when the line is delivering a load of 20 megawatt at 0.8 power factor lagging. The receiving end voltage is kept constant at 110 kV. So in this case, your receiving end voltage is 110 kV. Now this voltage is line to line voltage or it is a phase voltage? It's 110 kV?
Line to line, sir.
Line to line voltage. And 20 megawatt power, whether it is a single phase power or it is a three phase power?
Three phase.
Three phase power, correct. Correct. So, and power factor is given 0.8 power factor lagging. So, and this data, the resistance, reactance, and admittance, these are the per kilometer data. So, for 200 kilometer, you have to calculate. So, what we'll do, first we'll calculate the total resistance, total reactance, and total shunt admittance. So, what we'll do, whatever the given parameter is there, we have to multiply it by 200. Okay. So we'll multiply it by 200, and that is R we have calculated, Excel we have calculated, and Y we have calculated. And Z equal to R plus JXL. So this is J plus XL. Now sending end voltage per phase, yes, this is the formula which we have derived in the last class. Yes or no? This formula we have derived in the last class.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Vs equal to VR into cos hyperbolic square root of capital Y into capital Z plus IR into square root of capital Z by Y sine hyperbolic square root of Z by Y. Now square root of Z by Z into Y, this Z and Y values are given. So we have substituted here and we have calculated what is the Z into Y, square root of Z into Y. So ZY we can calculate, just we'll square it. So when we square this one, this angle becomes double, you see, because this is a this value into this value. So when there is a multiplication of r theta, so what will happen? This angles becomes added. Yes or no? I think I should clarify it. Suppose, if you can remember, I don't know, just I will show you. This is why it is going this way. It's going this way. Just R1 into theta 1 into R2 into theta 2. So what will be the value? This will be R1 R2 into angle theta 1 plus theta 2. So similarly, square root of z into y into square root of z into y. So let us say this value is r into theta and this is r into theta. So what will happen? This will be r square and this will be theta plus theta. So this is basically r square into 2 theta. This is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So here we have done that same thing. This is zy. Zy means actually we have squared it. So we are getting this value. Now again we are squaring, that is z square into y square. So this will be squared and this will be multiplied by 2. Now next we have to calculate, because we have to get these values. Okay, this is root over of yz, root over of z by y, those parameters we have to get. So root over of z by y will substitute these values, z and y values. So we are getting this value. So square root of y by z, this will be the reciprocal of that. We can calculate. Now the cos hyperbolic function, this is equal to 1 plus z into y by 2 plus z square into y square by 24, and like that. So what we'll do, this is basically a series. This is a cos hyperbolic series. So these values we have substituted. Z y by 2. So z y we have calculated, divided by 2. And z square y square we have calculated, this is by 2. So this is by 24. So we have substituted all these values and we have, this is a basically simple addition of all those values. And we have got this value finally. Similarly, the sine square root of y into z, this is basically square root of yz plus yz to the power 3 by 2 by 6. Now square root of yz we have calculated. This is 0.133 angle 74 degree. And yz to the power 3 by 2. Yz to the power 3 by 2. This is actually yz we have calculated. 3 by 2 we have to calculate this value. And then this is divided by 6. So you do the calculation for this particular part, then you will get this thing. Okay. Now we know that the receiving end voltage, it is given 110 kV, but that is your line to line voltage. So phase voltage will be 110 into 10 to the power 3 divided by root 3. So you will get the value of VR. Now the receiving end current, this is equal to, so the total power is given 20 megawatt. And that 20 megawatt power is basically 3-phase power. So 20 into 10 to the power 6 divided by root 3 into 110 into 10 to the power 3 to 0.8. So you will get the receiving end current. So the VS value, this all value we have calculated. PR is this one, cos hyperbolic x, cos hyperbolic square root of yz we have calculated. Okay, this value is, we have calculated this. Okay, IR is known to you, that is 131, square root of z by y, that also we have calculated. Then sine hyperbolic square root of zy, that also we have calculated. So only thing we have to substitute all these values here. And then you do the simplification and finally you are getting this VS value. Now this VS is basically your line to line voltage. This is your phase voltage. Now we need to convert this phase voltage in terms of line voltage. So what we'll do, we'll multiply by root 3, then we'll get the line to line voltage. That is the VS. Similarly, the sending end current IS, the formula it is already we have discussed in the last class. That is, this is the your sending end current IS. Okay. This is VS and this is the sending end current. PR square root of y by z, sine hyperbolic square root of yz plus IR cos hyperbolic square root of y into z. So what we'll do, we know each and every parameter. So what has to be done? We'll substitute all these values, then we'll get this IS value. So IS you can calculate with the help of simple calculation. Okay, and then you are getting the sending end current. Now, is there any problem on this particular any step you are facing any difficulty? Are you getting any difficulty on any of these steps? Hello?
No, sir.
So I hope all of you have understood this particular problem. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next, we'll start the new topic, that is generalized circuit constant of a transmission line. Okay. Now, I think when you have studied the network two-port parameter in your circuit theory.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in two-port parameter, there was a parameter which is called the ABCD parameter. I think you have heard the name of the ABCD parameter.
Yes, sir.
In
Yes,
that parameter, we have actually at that time it was told to you that it is basically the transmission line parameter. It was told to you at that time. Okay. So if we see the network parameter, two-port network parameter, that is basically the ABCD parameter. How to represent this thing? Basically, it is a black box. It is a kind of black box, and in that, let us say this is basically your two-port network. So two-port means this is one port, and this is your another port. This side is your VS, and this side is your IS, and this is your VR. But actually the direction in the two-port network is this one. But here we are taking this one. Yes or no? So this is
yes, sir.
This is kept as minus of this. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
normally it is in the, if you can remember, it was I1 and this was minus I because of this direction, because direction is this one. Okay. I2 is generally inside. But when you are writing this way, so here we are assuming IR equal to minus I2. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that network parameter, it is basically known as the transmission line parameter. Now, all these transmission lines, let us say short transmission line, then medium transmission line, long transmission line. The medium transmission line, again, you have three different kinds of method. One is the end condenser method, then you have a nominal pi method, then you have a nominal T method, and a long transmission line, basically we have a rigorous method something. So these methods already you have studied. Now, every transmission line, it has some, we need to represent with the help of these four parameters, that is basically known as the ABCD parameter. Okay, so now we'll study this. In any four terminal network, the input voltage and input current can be expressed in terms of output voltage and output current. This is the basically the thought process. The input voltage is your Vs, input current is Is. This is expressed in terms of output voltage VR and output current IR. Okay. Now, how they are actually interrelated, how they are actually connected with this input and output voltage and current. So this is represented with the help of ABCD parameter. Now, the basic equation for this ABCD parameter, it is Vs equal to A into VR plus B into IR, and Is equal to C into VR plus D into IR, where Vs is the sending end voltage per phase, Is is the sending end current, VR is the receiving end voltage per phase, IR is the receiving end current. So this is basically the representation of the ABCD parameter. Now, these ABCD parameter are generally known as the generalized circuit constants of the transmission line. So this we have to remember we have to remember that these ABCD parameters, this is also known as the generalized circuit constant of the transmission line. Now, values of these constants depend upon the particular method adopted for solving a transmission line. Obviously, if you have taken a short transmission line and you have calculated the ABCD parameter, now if you take the, let us say, medium transmission line with the help of nominal pi method, do you think that these two ABCD parameter or whatever in the you will calculate in these two methods, whether they will be equal? Whether they will be equal or they will be something different? They will be equal or different?
Equal, sir.
Suppose you have calculated with the help of short transmission line, you have calculated ABCD parameter. Now, for using nominal pi method, you have calculated the ABCD parameter for medium transmission. Do you think these two ABCD parameters will be same?
No, sir.
Yes, correct. So this will not be same, because it will be different, because the method which you have adopted for short transmission analysis of short transmission line and the method which you have adopted for medium transmission line, and that is the nominal pi method or maybe any other method, so that is different. So obviously these two parameters, ABCD parameters for these two different methods, that will be different. Once the values of these constants are known, performance calculation can be easily worked out. Now we have to remember there are several points. First is that the constants ABCD are generally complex numbers. This you have to clearly understand. Because see, these parameters can be determined, that is very easily you can determine. Okay, let us say I have to calculate A. So I will go to the board and it is very easy for to describe. Then let us say so basically your ABCD parameter equation is Vs equal to AVs plus BIR and IS equal to CVS plus BIR. Now to calculate A, so first let us say IR equal to 0. So IR equal to 0 means A will be equal to your, sorry, I have written here the wrong thing. This is
VR over.
So this is VR. So this is A will be equal to Vs by VR. Then your C will be equal to IS by VR. And similarly, if let us say your VR equal to 0, VR equal to 0 means your B will be equal to Vs by IR and D will be equal to your IS by IR. So this is the process, okay, how to calculate these parameters. Now all these VS, VR, IS, IR, so these all parameters, VS, VR, then IS, IR, these all parameters are basically your complex numbers. So if these are complex numbers, so what will happen? These ABCD parameters will be also complex number. They will be also the complex number because there is some division we are doing. Next, the constants A and D are dimensionless, whereas the dimension of B and C are ohms and Siemens. So it is very easy to understand one thing, that is here you see A and D. So A is VS by VR. So this will be volt, this will be volt, or kV or MV, whatever thing. So basically this volt will cancel. So this will be unitless. This A will be unitless. Whereas D also, this is in ampere or maybe kiloampere, okay, something like that. But that kiloampere will cancel or ampere will cancel. So this is basically unitless. But whereas you see B is VS by IR. So basically voltage by current. This will be in ohms. Similarly, C is IS by VR. This is current by voltage. So current by voltage maybe it is Siemens. So that means this B and C, there will be some unit. The unit of B will be ohm and unit of C will be in Siemens. I hope it is clear. Now,
Yes, sir.
Now for a given transmission line, there are two kinds of property you have to remember. Anyone can tell? There are two properties. What are those two properties for this ABCD parameter?
The reciprocal and symmetrical.
So there is a condition for symmetry. Condition for symmetry, that is basically A should be equal to D, and condition for reciprocity, that is equal to AD minus BC. This is equal to 1. Is it? You have to remember this thing. This is many times it is coming in different exam, competitive exam. Okay, so this is very, very important property. Very, very important property. For a medium, for a ABCD parameter, the condition of symmetry is A equal to D, and condition for reciprocity is AD minus BC equal to 1. So we'll get this thing. Okay. Now we'll calculate. This is the next is the determination of generalized constants for transmission line. So we know the basic equation for ABCD parameter, VS equal to AVR plus BIR and IS equal to CVR plus DIR. This is known to us. Now, what has to be done? We will calculate what are these ABCD parameters for different kinds of transmission line. So first we'll take up a short transmission line. So for short transmission line, how to calculate the ABCD parameter? Okay. Now we know the short transmission line, it is represented by the effect of capacitance, it is neglected. This is the short transmission line. This is your Vs, this is your Is, this is your IR and here, and there will be Z, that is the series branch. So from this particular network, this Is will be equal to IR, this Is equal to IR, and Vs equal to your receiving end voltage plus IR into Z. Okay. So now what has to be done? I will go to the board. That will be very clear for you. I will derive one thing and then you can understand very clearly. So this is your Vs, this is your Is, this is your load. Obviously, this one is your VR, this is your IR, this is R, this is XL. Okay. So effect of capacitance is neglected in case of short transmission. So from these two this network, we can write Is equal to IR. This is the first equation, and second equation, Vs equal to your VR, that is the receiving end voltage, plus IR into R plus JXL. So this we can write VR plus IR into Z. So these are the two basic equations for the short transmission line. Now we know the equation for the ABCD parameter. So that is Vs equal to AVR plus BIR and Is equal to CVR plus BIR. Now, if you compare these two equations, so what we'll get? You see, this equation, this is equation number 1, and this is equation number 2, this is equation number 3, and this is equation number 4. Now, comparing equation 1 and equation 4. So this is Is and this is Is. We are comparing these two equations. So from here you can see the C equal to how much?
A equal to 1.
C equal to how much?
C equal to
Equal to 0.
C equal to
sir,
0. 0. And D equal to?
D equal to 1.
Z. Yes. D equal to 1.
D equal to 1. Correct. Now next we are comparing equation 2 and this is 2 and 3. So what we'll get? So now we are comparing these two. A will be
A equal to 1.
A equal to 1 and your B equal to?
B equal to Z.
Z. Correct. Now here also we'll apply that condition of symmetry. So what is the condition of symmetry?
AD minus
A equal to D, sir.
A equal to
A
B.
equal to B.
Here you see D equal to 1, A equal to 1. So this is satisfied. So and then condition for reciprocity. Condition for reciprocity. It is AD minus BC equal to 1. So AD minus BC. What is A? A is 1. D equal to 1 minus BC. B is how much?
Z or
0.
C equal to 0.
0. So this is 0, 1. So these two things we are getting from this particular derivation. So that means whatever we have derived, these parameters, ABCD parameters, this is correct. Okay. So this is the basically derivation part for the ABCD parameter for short transmission line. Now next is your medium transmission line, nominal T method. Now I want that, could you please derive from your end this thing? I'll be happy so that I can understand, yes, my student, they have understood something like that. Could you please do it from your end, or should I derive once for this particular thing, nominal T method? Huh? Or you will try? We'll try with nominal pi. I'll derive nominal t. Please tell me. It may be wrong. It is nothing, no problem. But could you please try this one? The method is same.
तो थोड़ा टाइम लग जाएगा,
Huh?
थोड़ा सा टाइम लगेगा कैलकुलेट करने में.
Yes, I understand that thing. I understand. But should you, whether you will try it, maybe 2-3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, or let us say I will describe. There will be a problem. Okay. So next is the nominal T method. So nominal T method, you see, it is a T structure. I will not describe this circuit. I will not describe because you know it. So this is your Vs, this is your Is, this is Vr, this is Ir, Z/2, and there is a C, that is Y. And voltage across this is Y, V1. Current through this Y is your IC. Okay, this is Is and this is your I. So what we'll do, we'll first write the equation Vs equal to, what is Vs? This Vs equal to V1 plus Is into Z/2. This is the first equation. Now V1 equal to Vr plus Ir into Z/2. Now you see IC equal to Is minus Ir. What is IC? IC equal to Is minus Ir. This is the branch current. This is the source current. This is IC minus Ir. And this is your V1 into Y. So this capacitive current, I told you, this is voltage into the admittance. So V1 into Y. So now what we'll do, V1 is what? V1 we have calculated. This is Vr plus Ir into Z/2. So we'll substitute here. Vr plus Ir into Z/2. Now what is Is? Is equal to your IC plus Ir. So IC
plus IR.
So IC we have calculated. IC is this one. So what is this? IC is this one. Y into Vr plus Ir into Z/2. So just you have to do the simplification. So you see now the Vs, what is your Vs? Vs equal to V1 plus Is into Z/2. And V1 is this one. V1 equal to Vr plus Ir into Z/2. We will substitute. So Vs equal to Vr plus Ir into Z/2 plus Is into Z/2. So you see that Is is known to us. So Is is YVr plus Ir into this. So we'll substitute Is. So next, what has to be done? This is a simplification basically. The component of Vr is taken in one bracket and component of Ir it is taken in another bracket. Now we have to compare with the standard equation. Standard equation is what? Vs equal to AVr plus BIR. So what is A? A will be this one, 1 plus YZ/2. B will be Z plus YZ square by 4. Okay, I think YZ/4. This is YZ/4, not Z square. That will be B. C will be how much? C is your Is. So the standard equation is Is equal to CVr plus DIR. C is Y. So C is Y and D is what? 1 plus YZ/2. Now again, A equal to D we are getting from this particular derivation. So the condition of symmetry is satisfied. Then condition for reciprocity, that is AD minus BC equal to 1. We'll substitute this value. A and D will substitute. This is square minus BC. B into C. We'll substitute. Then we'll do some calculation. Then we are getting AD minus BC equal to 1. Should I derive it in the board?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So then I hope you can do it. Okay. I think you can do this calculation. Okay. Next is nominal pi method. For the medium transmission line, again, we have to calculate the ABCD parameters. Okay. So the same method, same process will follow. The process is, this is a medium transmission line. This is Vs, this is your Vr, this is Is, this is your Ir. Okay. And we have a capacitive current IC1 and IC2. This is your series branch, that is Z. And this is IL basically. And this Y/2, Y/2. That is C/2, we have done it. Now Z equal to R plus JXL. That is the series impedance. And shunt admittance, that is J omega C. So Is will be equal to IL plus IC2. Is equal to IL plus IC2. Now Is equal to what? Is equal to IL plus IC2 means that is Vs into Y/2. Vs into Y/2. Now IL equal to what we'll do? IR plus IC1. What is this? IL equal to IR plus IC1. Now IR is known to us. IC1 is what? That is VR into I by 2. This is the capacitive current. Voltage across this is VR into I by 2. Now VS equal to VR. This is VR. So voltage across this is VR plus this drop will be equal to VS. So VS equal to VR plus IL into Z. Now VR, IL is what? IL is we have calculated IR plus VR into Y by 2 to Z. So now we'll do the some simplification. VR is this one plus IR into Z. Now IS is what? IS equal to IL plus VS into I by 2. The VS we have calculated. We have calculated VS. We'll substitute here. And then we'll do some simplification. And then we are finally getting this value. This IR plus VR into this. So we'll do the some simplification still, because the component of VR will be taken in one bracket and component of IR will be taken in another bracket. So that's what we have done here. So component of VR is taken in one bracket, component of IR is taken in another bracket. Then we have to simply compare that basically VS equation, VS equal to your AVR plus VIR. So A will be this one, B will be this one. So we have written here A equal to this one and B equal to Z. Similarly, your IS equal to CVR plus DIR. So C means Y into 1 plus YZ by 4 and D equal to this one, 1 plus YZ by 2. So then AD minus BC equal to 1. So AD minus BC equal to 1 means we'll substitute and then we are getting this value 1. So whatever parameter we have calculated for this now with the help of nominal pi method, the ABCD parameters are correct. Okay. So any doubt on this particular derivation?
No, sir.
सर
No.
Yes, please.
सर ये नॉमिनल पाई और टी मेथड में से कौन सा सही रहता है?
See, both the methods will give you the mostly the same result. Okay. But maybe due to the calculation, that accuracy up to these two methods, if you compare, then there is no such much difference. Okay. But the process is something different. That is the only thing. See, there is no such physical circuit parameters are connected like that. Okay. Only for the sake of analysis it is done. Okay. That is the thing.
तो सर हम लोग स्टार और डेल्टा कन्वर्जन लगा के कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं ये दोनों को?
करेक्ट. क्या बोल रहे हैं?
सर जैसे स्टार टू डेल्टा कन्वर्जन पढ़े हैं ना हम लोग.
हाँ, yes.
तो सर तो ये इसमें लगा सकते हैं टी और पाई मेथड में?
See, if you find your circuits that circuit is something that you need to convert it, then you can apply. But directly here you see it is something like that. Here you find that this is your a kind of a delta circuit. Now you will convert it to star. So that is not allowed. I hope you are asking this thing.
Yes sir.
No, we cannot do that. It
Okay.
is a particular method. See, whenever there is a particular method, you have to follow that method. You cannot avoid it. If you in your question it is asked, do the star delta conversion. So you have to apply star delta conversion. You cannot avoid. You cannot do that with the help of mesh analysis or maybe nodal analysis. You cannot do that. Okay. Here it is specified that you have to apply this nominal pi method. So you have to apply. So that's all right. Any question? Anyone?
No sir.
Is it clear that you can derive in your own?
Yes sir.
Okay. Next we'll do the rigorous method for the long transmission line. So this ABCD parameters, these are very, very easy. Okay. I think there is a practical also in your laboratory. Nishan sir is taking. Whether it is taken, that thing, calculation of ABCD parameter of a transmission line in your practical?
No sir. अभी नहीं हुआ.
Sir will take that. Okay, fine. No, so first is that rigorous method we have already calculated. VS equal to VR into cos hyperbolic square root of y into z plus IR into square root of z by y sine hyperbolic square root of y into z. IS equal to VR into square root of YYZ into sine hyperbolic square root of YZ plus IR into cos hyperbolic square root of YZ. Now, from this particular equation, given equation, it is very easy to calculate ABCD values. So A equal to your this value cos hyperbolic this, D equal to this one, B equal to your B equal to this one, square root of ZY into sine hyperbolic this, and C equal to your this part. This is your C part. Okay. So then again A equal to D. So obviously we are getting the condition for symmetry. That is correct. Now AD minus BC. So we'll substitute A into D is cos square hyperbolic this minus sine square hyperbolic this. And this square root of ZY and square root of YZ, this will cancel. So this is cos square hyperbolic theta minus sine square hyperbolic theta equal to 1. That is the basically identity. So whatever the values for ABCD parameter we have calculated from let us say long lines. So these are all correct. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Should I derive in the board? Should I derive? बोर्ड में करना है इसको?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Now we'll take some numerical problems. Okay. A balanced three-phase load of 30 megawatt is supplied at 132 kV, 50 Hz, and 0.8 power factor lagging by means of a transmission line. The series impedance of a single conductor is 20 plus J52 ohms, and total phase neutral admittance is 315 into 10 to the power 6 Siemens. Using nominal T method, determine the ABCD constraints of the line. Second, the sending end voltage. Number 3, the regulation of the line. This is the basically question. So what we'll do, the Z and Y, these parameters are given. What is Z? It is 20 plus J52, it is given. Y is your 315 into 10 to the power minus 6. So these parameters is known to us. Now, nominal T method, A equal to D equal to 1 plus YZ by 2. This is actually we have derived. I will show you. So only thing, if it is asking, if it is asked in the question, so what you will do, you will just derive it. So A equal to D equal to 1 plus YZ by 2. So this is the formula. So whatever we have derived, that we will actually basically use in this problem. So 1 plus YZ by 2. So what we will do, with Z and Y is known to us. So we'll substitute this thing and then we'll do the calculation. So this is the value of the A and B. Now B we have calculated, that is Z into 1 plus YZ by 4. We'll substitute this value, Z value, YZ, all these value, and we'll do the calculation. See, one thing you have to remember, this calculation part is very, very, you have to, at that time, it will be very, you should be careful. Okay. Otherwise, you may commit some mistake in the calculation. So that is a basic thing you have to means you have to take the precaution at that time while you solve this problem. Then C equal to Y. So this is Y is known to us. So this is basically your ABCD values. So ABCD value is known to us. Now next is you have to solve this particular problem. That is, you have to calculate the sending end voltage. So here we will not apply with the help of that nominal T method. Will not apply. What we'll do? We have to apply with the help of this ABCD parameter. So how to do that? So VR is 132 kV. So we'll first calculate the phase voltage. So this is 132 into 10 to the power 3 by root 3. So we'll calculate. Then IR equal to your this power is 30 megawatt. I think. What is the power? I think it is 30 megawatt. Yes. So this is 30 megawatt in by root 3 into 132 into 10 to the power 3 into 0.85. So we'll get this value. Cos phi r is 0.85, sin phi r is 0.53. VR equal to VR plus J0. So this is your VR. IR equal to IR into cos phi r minus J sin phi r. So this is we'll substitute. So VS equal to, we'll apply this formula. VS equal to AVR plus BIR. So A, B, C, D, all values are known. VR, IR, these are known. We'll substitute and we'll get this value. So VS means we have to take the magnitude of this. So magnitude means square root of this plus square root of that. So this will be getting something that is 82.6. Now this voltage, whatever we have got, that voltage is basically your your phase voltage. Now we need to calculate this in terms of your line to line voltage. So if you have to calculate in terms of line to line voltage, this will be multiplied by √3. Now next task is the voltage regulation. Voltage regulation, we know that is your Vs equal to AVR plus VIR and IR equal to 0, because at no load this IR will be equal to 0. So Vs means this IR 0 means this will be A into VR0. VR0 equal to obviously Vs by A. So that means the percentage voltage regulation will be Vs by A minus VR by VR. So Vs we have calculated.
Sir.
Hello. Okay.
Sir, what practice?
I'm not getting your word. I'm not getting, your voice is breaking.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir, what is the practical use of this ABCD parameter?
What is the practical use of this ABCD parameter? Yes, correct. Now, in this network, see, when let us say you have a long transmission line. So, for example, the one power station, it is at, let us say, NTPC is a power station. We have an NTPC power station, maybe at Farakka. Okay. And there is a long line which is supplying from NTPC Farakka to Jharkhand, for example. So you are sitting at the power station and you are having a substation at Jharkhand, and maybe it is at Jamshedpur. So from Farakka to Jamshedpur, you have a long transmission line. So that line is erected, everything is functioning, but we don't know what is the performance of that particular line. Now again, the performance means why we want to do that, because see whether we can add more lines, more loads on that particular line. Okay, so I will go to the board and this is a very good question. So what will happen? This is basically the line when it is erected. So you don't know that whether we can add one more line, that is possible or not, whether can we load more here. So when we have to do such kind of analysis, okay, when we have to do such kind of analysis, initially let us say it is transmitting 100 megawatt power from, let us say, Farakka to Jamshedpur. Now, for example, there is an addition of 200 megawatt load, and let us say at Jharkhand. Okay, there is a addition of load. Now, so what happened? This power station is able to supply this 300 megawatt of power, but we don't know whether this particular line is capable or not. So what has to be done? We need to study the performance of this particular line. Unless we study it, okay, then only we'll be able to tell, yes, this line will be capable to do that. So when we have to do such kind of analysis, because the power station engineers, they have to do a certain process, they have to do certain methodology, they have to adopt. So for that purpose, we need to do such kind of voltage regulation, such kind of voltage, let us say, efficiency. Okay, and sometimes there are points where, let us say, you have a transmission line, parameters are there, so you don't know what is the receiving end voltage. So you can measure with the help of your meter. Okay, but in between lines, suppose you have to calculate some voltage, current. Okay, so there what has to be done? We need to do some kind of analysis. Okay, so for this purpose, this is the basically practical application of this particular ABCD parameter. I hope it is clear.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
I think somebody has asked.
Yes, sir.
Now it
Yes,
is clear
sir.
to
Yes,
you.
sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I got it.
Okay, so this voltage regulation you can calculate from this particular calculation. Okay, so with this we'll conclude because you are having one more class. So I think we should have your QR code is with me. Yes, QR code is with me. Just a minute. Quickly you have to give the attendance. Okay. Just put your attendance.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
सर 8 तारीख का अटेंडेंस नहीं बन पाया मेरा।
क्यों, क्या हुआ?
सर वो लास्ट मिनट में डिस्कनेक्ट हो गए थे नेटवर्क इशू की वजह से। बारिश हो रहा था उस दिन।
आप मुझे मैसेज भेजा था कुछ?
यस सर, आपको मैसेज किए थे हम।
Actually, I am getting so many messages now, so I cannot recognize who is that person. Okay, so what is your roll number? Please tell me what is your name.
सर शोभा कुमारी।
Shobha Kumari. Lateral or regular?
लेटरल।
Lateral. Roll number? Roll number is what? What is your roll number? Roll number?
सर 69। सर 69।
Okay.
ID number 69 सर।
Okay, I will give. On 8th, I'll give your attendance. No issue.
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
Sir,
So,
mine also was not happened, sir. Attendance.
so what is your name?
Sir, Abhishek Bharti, sir.
Abhishek Bharti.
Abhishek Bharti, sir.
Roll number?
Yes, sir.
Roll number?
Sir, registration number, sir. Roll number is sir 1, sir.
Roll number 1. Okay.
Sorry, sir. 63, sir.
63.
Sir, 63, sir. Lateral entry, sir.
So lateral entry. Okay. And which
Yes, sir.
same date? Same.
Yes, sir. Same date, sir.
Okay. I will give you.
Yes, sir.
I'll give. No issue. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So I think attendance part is over. This QR code,
यस सर।
all of you have given. So I should stop share this thing. So thank you to all. Okay. We'll meet in the next class. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Meeting.
Thank you, sir.